we're good. Hi. I'm back. Now they're back. See, look, we got kitties. You guys are gonna hear my phone going off in the background. I'm sorry. It's been blowing up today. So my son earlier asked me a question, and his question was about the zombie apocalypse. Now, for people who have been reading my blog over the past couple of months, I did have a blog about zombies. His question was, what would be the best weapon to use in the zombie apocalypse? Me, I don't know anything about weapons. I don't. Not really. I told him, well, love. He's like, what do you mean love? You can't kill zombies with love. And I said, we are in the middle of the zombie apocalypse. This is the zombie apocalypse. What is a zombie? Zombie is pure ego. Zombie is going through life on autopilot, and the only purpose that we seem to find is to get brains. Okay? Zombies are dead, looking for brains to survive. Their means of survival in zombie mode is to hunt down anything that is alive, okay? Anything that would be good, alive, fresh, whatever. This is a struggle. And they eat the brains, right? So, today's society, very ego-driven, basic needs. We're thinking about, what we need to survive. But more than that, we are driven by the need for luxuries. We feel like we have to have $300 pairs of shoes or $800 Gucci robes, or I don't know, I'm just throwing numbers. And there's nothing wrong with that, It's cool. If I could get me a Versace robe, I would. I think they cool as shit. But the point is that we are so focused on getting things that we think we need that we don't realize what we really do need, okay? So we're on autopilot. We're doing things that can hurt other people or that somehow can, harm society, harm the collective in a way that makes us feel like we are getting something out of it, okay? Why do zombies eat brains? Because they want to be enlightened. They want to be enlightened, okay? So they go after the people who are alive, right? They're enlightened. So you see all these ego-driven people lashing out to people who are spiritual or religious or whatever. Hate to point it out, but a lot of religious people like to lash out in zombie mode, in ego mode, to spiritual people. People in my family belong to that group, unfortunately. Hold on. You guys are not having it right now, are you? Alright, here. Do the things. Let go. Let go of Wolverine, kitty. There you go. Anyways, so the point is, totally lost track, guys. Totally lost track. Good thing this isn't alive. Oy. Okay. Zombies. Ego. The drive to fulfill needs, to become enlightened through selfish, egotistical actions. Hurting others. Okay? So we lash out. People lash out to people who have something zombies' ego does not have. So when somebody who is in a very ego state of mind, even if they perceive themselves as not being so, if they are in a very ego state of mind, they are going to feel some kind of way about somebody else's light. because it's something that they want, but they don't know how to get it, so they're going to lash out. AKA zombie is going to kill the person, eat the brains, hope for a clue. So, being the way society is, I identify humanity as the zombies. We are the zombies, ego-driven, autopilot people on a mission to achieve enlightenment by doing the wrong things. And the apocalypse is the Greek word for the unveiling, which is to reveal something, to reveal truths. I don't know how many people have been paying attention. I don't really watch the news. If it's on my Facebook, I might pay attention to it. I do see things. I also see them from a whole other perspective as many other people. What they show you is never the whole picture. What they tell you is never all of it. You have to really learn discernment and how to read between the lines and how to see things from every single angle, because if you don't do that, you're only going down a one-way street like that zombie, that ego going right for the brains, but you're going to miss all the other shit that might be going on over here in the background. So 2020 is the year where any kind of bullshit is going to come to light. It's happening. We are seeing everybody's true colors, whether it be because they didn't give a shit about the fires or because they didn't give a shit about COVID and they were like, oh, well, I don't care. I'm just not going to fucking follow rules. Don't get me started on what COVID is about. I already saw the picture. I saw the outcome. I'm fully aware of every perspective of COVID. I'm just saying. Point is, if somebody says they didn't care, okay, whether they believe this to be true or not, point is, there is a risk at hand. And if there is a risk for other people and you feel the need to not give a shit, that shows that you are a shitty person. Why? Because you're putting your ideas, your concepts, your beliefs before the need of other people. And that's not how we're supposed to function. That is a zombie thing. Getting what you want, don't want to wear a mask, don't want to fucking follow rules, you know, stand out, make yourself look like a jackass for the purpose of, you know, finding your own peace of mind. You're not serving anybody else but yourself, the ego. The zombie tries to go after things, harming other people to serve its ego. It's got the whole thing all twisted up, right? So we're the zombies over here doing all this fucked up shit, not paying attention. And 2020 is the unveiling of truth. It's bringing up all the people who are doing all this messed up shit all these years, people who have been hurting children, people who have been corrupted in the systems. I got a message on mine. You know, people who are taking advantage of society, taking advantage of other people. It's all coming to light. Whether you believe it or not, that's up to you. Point is, the other day on the radio, there was talk about the Swedish minister or whatever they have over there that got killed 34 years ago. 34 years ago. I'm going to be 35 this year. 34 years ago, a man got killed, and they found out who killed him in 2020. The person who killed him is dead. But they found out who did it. So, shit that goes that far back is being exposed. Everything is being exposed. If you're a shitty person, it's going to come to light. If you did some really nasty, fucked up, sick ass shit, it's going to come to light. So you have the zombie, ego-driven, autopilot, selfish, harmful. The intent is to gain something through hurting other people. That's your zombie. Your apocalypse. What? Your apocalypse. Apokalypse in Deutsch, in German, is the unveiling. All of these truths coming out. Alright? Plenty of us have lost friends. Okay? We've all had some sort of... Actually, I really haven't lost friends because, well, I don't argue. But like a lot of us, maybe I have lost friends and I didn't notice. I don't know. I don't check my Facebook, stuff like that. I don't like keep track of, people on there. What I'm saying is I'm fucking tired, y'all. This has been a day. It's been a day. What I'm saying is the Black Lives Matter movement, again, people being shown for who they really are. I'm not going to say anything on it. I got a whole rant on my blog. You want to know where I stand? Go take a look. People are being exposed. The ego is being exposed. That is the zombie apocalypse. That is truth coming out and ego being exposed. Zombies, ego, is out to do what it needs to do to survive. Ego is afraid that if we let our soul take over, if we get too far into spirituality, ego is worried that it's gonna fucking just like, what's gonna happen to me? I'm over here to keep soul, at an earthly level, but if soul takes over too much, what's gonna happen to me? Well, I don't know, maybe we'll figure it out, It's not that complicated. It's really not. We're the zombies. The apocalypse is now. How do we solve the problem? Love. Why? Because love is the key. If we love each other unconditionally, without judgment, without fear, without pride, without any selfish agenda in the background, if we do that, then we are going to be serving each other in a way that lifts us all up. If you really love someone, you're going to want to make sure they're okay. If everybody wants to make sure everybody else is okay while still maintaining their healthy boundaries, taking care of themselves too, of course. I can't help you if I can't help myself, right? But if everybody did that, if everybody said, I see you as myself, and I love myself, therefore I love you, we wouldn't have all these problems. People wouldn't be killing people. They wouldn't be stealing from each other. They wouldn't be fucking around on their spouses. They wouldn't have the urge to go bang a bunch of people. Like, none of that would be an issue. People wouldn't fight over money or oil. People wouldn't have to go without food and water because everybody would take care of everybody. It takes a village to raise children. Well, it takes a world to heal a planet. That's all I gotta say with that. So, zombies. I really want to watch a Halloween movie now. Fuck. Actually, I'm gonna watch Zombieland. Fuck yes. So that's that. Zombie apocalypse happening now. Who are the zombies? We are the zombies. What's the apocalypse about? All of the shit going on that people are not really paying attention to because they're too focused with their ego, their point of view, instead of trying to get everybody's perception, because everybody is a piece of a puzzle. It's a big ass puzzle. We got 8 billion people. Everybody has a piece. Everybody sees the world in a different way. What might seem completely magical to you could be totally normal to somebody else because that's the only way that they've experienced life. Alright? I think my other cat is meowing outside my bathroom window. So yeah, we don't all see things the same way. And that's cool. That's fine. But it's how we react or respond. The difference would be ego will react. Instantly lash out. Instant reaction. No thought behind it. No going within. Just word vomit all over. Bleh. To respond is to take a minute, process what has been said or done, and go, how do I feel about that? And then you say, why do I feel about that? Like, why do I feel like that now? Why is this making me feel this way? And then you try to think back to another time. When did I feel like that? And then you go, what made me feel like that time? And then you figure it out, you go, oh, okay, so that made me feel this way because of something that happened back then. So really, I'm not upset with what this person just said. I'm upset with the way I'm perceiving it because this is how I view myself, and they are pointing it out to me, and therefore I am reacting. So if you do all of that, you won't have that reaction. You will have a response because you took a moment or moments to go within and figure it out. Now, obviously, we're not always going to do that because, well, we're still humans. You know, we make dumb choices sometimes. We don't always think. Ego, zombie, it's in there. It's part of us. It's what we are. We got to find that balance, you know? So if we do lash out, if we do react instead of respond, we should take accountability. Sure as shit. If I'm a piece of shit, I'm going to apologize for being a piece of shit. Not only am I going to apologize, I'm going to change my actions. I always tell my kid, my son, stop saying you're sorry. You know, be like, Josh, do the dishes. 5 hours later, Josh, do the dishes. Josh was like, I'm doing it, right? Washes 3 dishes, and then I get sidetracked doing something else. I'm over here chasing 2 other kids and 8 cats around the house. So, like, do it. And he always says, I'm sorry. And I say, don't tell me you're sorry. I don't even want to hear I'm sorry. I want to see that you're sorry. I want to see that you're sorry because you're changing your actions. To show me that you're sorry and that you want to make a change. I got way off topic, didn't I? Get used to it. That's what I do. I go all over the place. This is why I like to write blogs, because then I can just focus and not have 50 side stories. Anyways, my son wanted to know what the best weapon is to fight zombies in the zombie apocalypse. We are the zombies, the ego-driven people. The apocalypse is now. Everything is being exposed. Whether it be your neighbor being a douchebag or some super famous rich person being a sick fuck who tortures and rapes children. It's all coming out. This is the zombie apocalypse, people. And the answer is love. I really gotta get on my Facebook. This is fucking retarded. So, I guess just take a moment to let that sit. If you feel like you need to go into some rabbit holes, feel free to do that. You'll find some stuff. Don't get too sucked into the conspiracy theories, because those are also perception. Alright? It's like when you read the Bible, you see the Bible, you look at it at a very literal sense. Some people do, but the Bible is to be taken in multiple ways, different perceptions. And so are these conspiracy theories. There's a lot of truth. There's some not so much true. It's all about perception. You would be surprised what all you will learn when you go within and you figure yourself out. And then, like, you just start to get these messages. You will get these messages. I get them as, like, a visual a lot of times. I'll get a visual or a feeling. And then I will take that visual or that feeling and I will turn it into a blog. And the reason I started doing these videos, which is funny because I didn't want to do videos. I really did not want to do videos. But what had happened was the blogs that I'm writing now, everything is connected, right? So if I have a blog that's about something where somebody who's already read my older blogs, like my older posts, you know, they will be aware of the fact that I know what energy and motion is. They will know that I know what frequencies are and law of attraction and all of that stuff. But if I write something and then one person, you know, they see this, but they only see that one post where I didn't go back into detail about, you know, everything else that belongs to that specific, what's the word I'm looking for, topic, then it's going to turn into, you know, me having just a bunch of long conversations and comments and you know, trying to be like, yeah, this and this and this and that. And then they're like, oh, but how about this? And I'm like, well, yeah, this and this and this and that, you know, and I can do that all day and all night, but I don't have time for that. So I have been forced to step out of my comfort zone, which I have been kind of preparing myself for a while now, because I did have a feeling that it was going to come down to me actually having to do videos. So here I am in my in my mommy mode. I hear you. I'm coming. I don't know what are you doing? No, that. The heathen is speaking. I don't know what's going on. Whatever I was just saying, guys, I can't right now. I was just so over this day. I mean, it was a great day. Don't get me wrong. It was great. I'm just really freaking tired. I want to take a shower and pretend to watch TV. Because who can focus on a movie right now, right? Anyways, zombies, love, all of the things. How do you figure out self-love? I'll make a video. Or go read my blog. I am writing a book. It is based off my blog, so it's got like actual blog posts in it. And then I kind of like added some things, and most of my book is a full circle moment because everything is in cycles. But there's something that I still have to wait for. And when that cycle shuts, I'll publish my book. Shouldn't be too long. I've been told to make space, so I'm making space. Whatever that means. I'm just going with it, right? Don't listen to your ego. Listen to your spirit. When you don't know which one it is, think, does this come from a place of love? Not just love for yourself, but love for others. You know, see it from all perspectives. She sat there giggling. All right. Good night. Not really. I got stuff to do, but you know. Bye now.